Here I'm going to cover the 5-paragraph persuasive essay. Actually, teenagers could probably teach the lesson on persuasion. In my classroom, I would hope to have a smart board and have an interactive dialogue between the students and myself. I would pose the questions and then write the responses onto the board so everybody could see them and take notes. I begin with an introduction to the topic and move into vocabulary and show you how I would begin the lesson. Today, we're going to learn the magical power of persuasion through a 5-paragraph essay. Now, you use persuasion every day in your lives. Can you give me some examples of where you use persuasion? Here's where I'd have the class raise their hands and participate in a discussion about persuasion and where they use it in their lives. On this slide are some examples of what the students might say. In class, this exercise would be more interactive, and we'd have a dialogue between each other. Now we've learned where you've used persuasion in your lives. Can you persuade me on a more serious topic? Like, why shouldn't students have to wear uniforms? Now here's where I'd have the students try to persuade me why they shouldn't have to wear uniforms. And then I'd have them come up with some counterclaims. I've written some ideas of what the students might say here. Now that you've persuaded me that students shouldn't have to wear uniforms, we must cover some basic vocabulary that goes into writing the 5-paragraph persuasive essay. Please take out your vocabulary journals so we can add to them. Once the students have taken out their vocabulary journals, we will have an open discussion about each vocabulary word and what they mean. Once the word has been defined to my satisfaction, then we will move on to discussing examples of the word. The students will write both the word definitions and then the examples in their word journals. This again will be in discussion format. This is what an outline of a 5-paragraph essay looks like. Each of you will get an outline like this to begin your essays. Let's jump right into writing an outline for a 5-paragraph essay with the topic of why students should not have to wear uniforms. Raise your hands if you have any ideas for what the thesis statement should be. The students will help me to complete this outline, and they will be able to see valid arguments, the structure of the essay, and get an idea about how to write their papers. I intend for this lesson to be interactive, and I want to assist the students in finding the answers, not just give them all the answers. I want to show them how persuasion affects their lives and why there is a significance in writing this essay. Each student will turn in a final draft of an essay after the pre-writing process, another graphic organizer that will assist them in writing the essay, and before they turn it in, they will participate in a peer editing.